Hi there, everyone. Um, so I wanted to actually share some things here and use this platform as a means to share some things. And so one of the things that I really wanted to talk about today, or that I really wanted or felt called to share, is just in regards to what's going on in the outer world today and what's happening on our planet. And some of the ways that I've found that's been helping me on a personal level. So I felt called to share some of these things with all of you. And one of the things that I've come to find that's really been helping me in a very big way is simply the understanding that I can only control really truly what's right in front of me, right here and right now. Now, what that means is instead of getting my mind wrapped up in all of the craziness and all of the stuff going on in the outer world, I simply bring myself back to this moment right here because it's all I really truly have, anyways. So when I bring myself back to this moment, I then determine for myself, what can I change right here, right now, right in front of me? What are the things that I can do with the moment that I have right here, right now, instead of, focusing on future probabilities like this could happen, what if this happens, what if that happens. And I understand on some level that it is important to maybe be somewhat prepared in a way, but at the same time, um, I see how it does tend to take myself or other people out of this moment by focusing so much on future probabilities or what could happen. And so I've just found that it's been helping me to stay focused on what's directly in front of me instead of getting too wrapped up into future probabilities or things that may or may not happen anyways. So that's one of the things that I really just wanted to talk about now as a means to help others, to really focus on, what's in front of you right now. What can you change within your life right here and right now? And a lot of times it's just some of the simplest of things. Where can you find your joy? Where can you find your bliss, your happiness? Um, and really, it all just boils down to this moment. And so, if that means for you, like, hey, I've really been wanting to go on this hike and I've been putting it off, and I know it's going to be wonderful for me and I know it's going to be great, and I really want to be out in nature. Well, I would say find the time to do that. Do that for yourself. I think that's really important right now is finding things in our lives that are going to bring joy and happiness to our lives and to how we feel on a consistent basis. So that may also look like surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals that also, want to do fun things or want to, um, share certain things or whatever it might be for you. Really do whatever you can to find that joy for yourself or that happiness for yourself in this now moment. Because, like I said, it's all we really have, regardless of what happens in the outer world. So, that was one of the things that I just wanted to share because I found that it's been really helping me a lot. Um, the other thing that ties into that, I feel like, that I also wanted to share is the energy of the heart and how the heart actually works in certain ways. Because I'm not so sure if a lot of people really fully understand this. And what I've come to find for myself is that the heart tends to work through the energy of knowing, right? So what I mean by that is if you feel a pull to do something or to be somewhere or to experience something, and it's coming from a very authentic, heart-centered place, usually more often than not, what I've come to find is that there tends to be this deep inner knowing of, and I'll use this as an example. If you have a deep inner knowing that you need to be at a specific location on the planet, Um, whatever that looks like for you, I'm just using that as an example. And you're not really sure like how all of the other stuff is going to pan out when you do get there. That sort of stuff will usually just take care of itself. A lot of times it's just important for you to be there so that you can have an experience that you need to have. And your heart is really just pulling you there or magnetizing you to that specific location or to that specific event or whatever it is for you. I'm just using that as an example. So you could even follow this throughout your day. Um, you may not even have an understanding as to why you're doing what you're doing, but you have a deep inner knowing that you need to do that for some reason. And generally, it doesn't tend to be from the mind so much. It's more like a magnetic pull that your heart is sort of essentially pulling you to where you need to be to have a very sort of heart centered type of an experience, maybe. Or maybe it's about you meeting a specific individual that could really help you or assist you in your life. And so there's all sorts of variations that could be at play here. But I just wanted to share this with you all because what I'm finding is, the more that I follow my heart and the more that I just simply show up, the more that I'm experiencing, divine synchronicity or what I would call divine synchronicity or, um, sort of masterfully played out events and people showing up that I just never would have met or that I never would have had those types of experiences had I not just listened to my heart. And so sometimes this may even take some practice in a way, um, to just kind of get more familiar with the heart energy and like what that feels like when the heart's pulling you somewhere versus, say, your intuition or your gut or your mind. And so it's another good way to also tune into yourself and to understand where these certain energies are pulling you from within yourself. So I would highly recommend, you know, taking a look at that, feeling into it, and seeing, um, what's pulling you where and what part of you is pulling you there. Is it? It's another good thing to understand. Am I being pulled here for this experience out of, say, an egoic filter? Is it my ego that's kind of pulling me here, or is this actually authentically being pulled? Am I being authentically pulled from my heart? So I think it's a wonderful experience for everybody here right now to really truly understand the heart in your own heart and how it works, how it operates, how it functions, and how powerful your heart really is. For me, my heart center is basically the truth of who and what I am. It's a it's a portal to creation, to creator, to the divine, whatever you would like to call it. But for me, it's been a very powerful navigational tool as well. And obviously, the energies of the heart are also more based around obviously love, compassion, forgiveness, those types of energies. And so I also tune into that too, in terms of when am I operating through these energies? Like, am I operating through compassion right now? Am I operating through forgiveness right now? And so just tuning into when you really are operating through those energies of the heart and how distinctly correlated and connected they are to you from a soul perspective or on a soul level. So basically, I just wanted to share some of these energies right now and just things that I'm finding for myself and to see if maybe they might be helpful for others because, like I said, it's been really helpful for me in an awful lot of ways. And to be honest with you, I am looking forward to actually sharing more of these sort of items and things that I've been coming across or that I've been finding for myself with the hopes that this could really truly help a lot of people. So, um, anyways, I just felt called to bring this forward and share this with everyone. And yeah, if you like what I'm saying or the content that I'm bringing forward here, please do hit the subscribe button. And yeah, and really feeling blessed at this time to be able to to just share this with everyone out there or whoever would like to see this or hear this. Um, so thank you to everybody else out there, and really wishing you all the best and many many blessings in your life. And yeah, looking forward to coming out with more information here. So thank you all, and I'll see you again soon.